The sun beat down on the lake, its surface shimmering like 1,000 diamonds. The water sparkled under the bright, cloudless sky, creating a mesmerizing dance of light that seemed almost magical. It was one of those perfect summer days where the warmth of the sun and the coolness of the water combined to create an irresistible invitation to relax and enjoy nature's beauty. Laughter echoed across the water as a group of teenagers splashed and played, their joy echoing the carefree spirit of summer. They chased each other through the shallows, their laughter mingling with the gentle lapping of the waves against the shore. The air was filled with the sounds of happiness and the occasional squeal of delight as someone was playfully dunked under the water. They cannonballed off the wooden dock, sending up sprays of refreshing water. Each jump was met with cheers and applause as if they were performing for an invisible audience. The dock had become a stage for their youthful exuberance, a place where they could momentarily forget about the world and simply revel in the joy of the moment. The air was thick with the scent of sunscreen and the promise of a perfect day. Families spread out on blankets, enjoying picnics and the simple pleasure of being together. The smell of grilled food wafted through the air, mixing with the fresh scent of the lake and the earthy aroma of the surrounding trees. It was a sensory feast that added to the overall feeling of contentment and peace. Little did they know, a silent threat lurked beneath the surface, a microscopic predator waiting for an opportunity. Invisible to the naked eye, this tiny organism thrived in the warm, still waters of the lake. It was a reminder that even in the most idyllic settings, nature could harbor hidden dangers. The clear, inviting water held secrets that could turn a day of fun into a nightmare. This idyllic scene, full of youthful energy and summer fun, was about to take a sinister turn. The laughter and joy that filled the air would soon be replaced by fear and uncertainty. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows over the water, an uneasy feeling settled over the lake. The once bright and cheerful atmosphere grew heavy with a sense of impending doom, hinting at the dark events that were about to unfold. Unseen by the swimmers, a single-celled organism called Naegleria Fowleri thrived in the warm, stagnant areas of the lake. Commonly known as the brain-eating amoeba, this microscopic predator is typically harmless, feeding on bacteria in the sediment. However, under certain conditions it can become a deadly threat to humans. Naegleria Fowleri prefers warm fresh water, especially during the summer months when water temperatures rise. Lakes, rivers, and even poorly maintained swimming pools can become havens for this silent killer. Infection occurs when water containing Naegleria Fowleri enters the nose, often during activities like diving, swimming, or even using a net-eye pot with contaminated water. The amoeba travels through the nasal passages, crossing the cribriform plate, a thin bone at the top of the nasal cavity. From there, it reaches the brain, where it multiplies rapidly, causing a rare and devastating infection known as primary amebic meningoencephalitis, or PAM. The initial symptoms of PAM are often mistaken for a common summer flu or meningitis. Headache, fever, nausea, and a stiff neck are common early signs. As the infection progresses, more severe neurological symptoms appear, including confusion, hallucinations, seizures, and loss of coordination. The rapid deterioration of brain function leads to coma and, in most cases, death. Section 5. A race against time, diagnosis, and treatment. In the high-stakes environment of medical emergencies, every second counts. The urgency and precision required in diagnosing and treating life-threatening conditions cannot be overstated. Diagnosing primary amebic meningoencephalitis, or PAM, is particularly challenging due to its rarity and the similarity of its symptoms to other more common conditions like bacterial or viral meningitis. Symptoms such as headache, fever, nausea, and vomiting can easily be mistaken for less severe illnesses, delaying critical treatment. A lumbar puncture, also known as a spinal tap, is usually required to collect cerebrospinal fluid for analysis. This procedure involves inserting a needle into the lower back to extract fluid from the spinal canal, which is then sent to the lab for testing. Identifying Naegleria Fowleri in the fluid confirms the diagnosis. This amoeba, often found in warm fresh water, can cause devastating brain infections if it enters the body through the nose. Under the microscope, the presence of this deadly organism is a clear indicator of PAM. Treatment for PAM is complex and often ineffective due to the rapid progression of the infection. The infection can advance so quickly that even with aggressive treatment, the chances of survival are slim. The medical team must act swiftly and decisively to implement a treatment plan. A combination of drugs, including antifungal agents and antibiotics, is used to target the amoeba. These medications aim to kill the amoeba and reduce inflammation in the brain. However, the effectiveness of these drugs is limited, and new treatments are constantly being researched. Early diagnosis and aggressive treatment are crucial for any chance of survival. The window for effective intervention is extremely narrow, making it essential for healthcare professionals to recognize the signs of PAM quickly and begin treatment immediately. The race against time is a daunting challenge, but with heightened awareness and rapid response, lives can be saved. Section 6. The Silent Killer. Understanding the high mortality rate. PAM is a devastating infection with a tragically high mortality rate. More than 97% of people infected with Naegleria Fowleri do not survive. The rapid progression of the disease, coupled with the difficulty in diagnosis and the limited effectiveness of treatment, contributes to the high fatality rate. Even with early detection and aggressive medical intervention, the chances of survival remain slim. Section 7. Safeguarding your swim practical tips for prevention. While the thought of a brain-eating amoeba lurking in freshwater might seem terrifying, there are simple precautions you can take to minimize your risk of infection. Avoid swimming or diving in warm, stagnant water, especially during the summer months. If you do choose to swim in these areas, consider using a nose clip or keeping your head above water. Never stir up sediment in shallow, warm water, as this can increase your chances of encountering the amoeba. Section 8. Staying vigilant. The importance of awareness. Raising awareness about Naegleria Fowleri and the dangers of PAM is crucial for prevention. Public health campaigns, educational materials, and clear signage at swimming areas can help inform people about the risks and how to protect themselves. By understanding the amoeba's life cycle, its preferred habitat, and the simple steps for prevention, individuals can make informed decisions about their recreational water activities. Section 9. Beyond the headlines, the wider implications. The threat of Naegleria Fowleri extends beyond individual cases of PAM. Climate change, with its rising temperatures and changing weather patterns, may create more favorable conditions for the amoeba to thrive. This could potentially lead to an increase in the number of cases and a wider geographical distribution of the organism. Understanding the complex interplay between environmental factors and the spread of infectious diseases like PAM is critical for public health preparedness. Section 10. The future of prevention research and development. Scientists are actively researching Naegleria Fowleri to develop more effective diagnostic tools, treatments, and preventive measures. This includes studying the amoeba's biology, its interaction with the human immune system, and the development of new drugs and vaccines. Advancements in these areas offer hope for reducing the devastating impact of PAM and protecting individuals from this deadly infection. for generations to come.